I'm Pamela Jackson, and I am now soon to be 60 years old. I was diagnosed in September of 2012, and it was a shock, although myself being a healthcare professional, I knew that things like that happen, even to good people. But I was not expecting it to happen to me. And so when I got the diagnosis, it was a shock. But immediately my mind went to my family, how they would handle that. So for a while, nobody knew except my husband and my girlfriend, who's like a sister to me. We've been friends for over 30 years, and she's a nurse as well. And I couldn't tell my children, I couldn't tell my father, I couldn't tell my sister. So this was something initially just my husband and myself and my sister that I adopted knew. But with that, I already knew who I wanted on my team, because I wanted people that, one, I knew their reputation, I knew their professionalism, and I knew that they had compassion for their patients. And I had worked with them off and on over the course of my 30-some-odd years as a nurse. So having that insight with some of the physicians and surgeons, I felt very blessed to have that knowledge and to know right off. I didn't have to think about who I wanted to take care of me and who I wanted to do surgeries or provide the care that I needed. So that in itself was a blessing for me, and I feel very blessed to have been alive at this time. Many years ago, a lot of the options that I had today, would not have been available 20 or 30 years ago. So I feel very blessed in that respect as well. I chose the DIEP flap because I wanted something that pretty much was maintenance free, and that was important to me. And I wanted something that would be one less thing for me to have to worry about 5 years from now, 10 years from now. So the DIEP flap was the best option for me because it allowed me the freedom that I felt like I wanted post-surgical. And it was so natural. And I really didn't think I would be a candidate for the DIEP flap, but Dr. Pisano, he came and he evaluated me, and he said, "Oh, sure, we can do that." And I was very pleased when he told me that, and I was like, where is he going to get all that fat from? Oh my gosh, I know I'm a little overweight, but I didn't think I was that overweight. But he reassured me that he would have no problem doing what he needed to do for me. And that's one of the reasons I chose the DIEP flap, because it was, after the surgery, it was pretty much maintenance free. I think the hardest part about the recovery was just the fact of having to wear the binders and the special bra that type of thing. Although I knew that that was a part of it and it was necessary in order for the outcome to be as they wanted to be and as I desired it to be. I think that was probably the most difficult part of it. Of course, when you're recovering and you've gone through a surgical procedure such as that, there's going to be some discomfort, but it wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be, and I was somewhat, I guess, impressed with how well everything flowed, and I had help as far as my friends and family that at this particular point knew what was going on. So it was just the fact, it was just a little cumbersome with the binder and the special bra and then some of the, you know, drains and things you have to deal with during the first week or so of that. But once the drains are out, it's like smooth sailing after that. It's just a matter of taking care of yourself and making sure you eat well and you stay hydrated and you keep your surgical areas nice and clean. I would tell them, you can do it. Just know you can do it. This is not the first time that this has happened. You're not the first person that's ever had to deal with it. And if they can do it, you can do it. And it's just a matter of just knowing that you have that strength, that inner strength that you can just draw from. And you can do it. You can make it. You can just do whatever it is that you need to do in order to achieve success with your surgery, and know that you're capable of reaching your goals through that.